Got it.
All
Yeah,
right.
a little trouble with my mic, sorry. Thank you. Greetings, members of the Judiciary Committee. My name is Joe Sokolovic. I serve as Vice Chair of the Bridgeport Board of Ed. Today, I'm testifying in strong support for SB 91, HB 5448, and HB 5449. I'm testifying in my personal individual capacity. Connecticut's promise of public education only matters if it is real for every single child who walks through our doors. Our state has a clear legal and moral obligation to educate all children who reside here, regardless of immigration status. But that obligation collapses when fear undermines whether families feel safe enrolling their children in school, attending meetings, and seeking help, merely showing up. A right exists that only on paper is not a right at all. To understand what that fear looks like, let's look at that through a Christian lens. Imagine Jesus born today. Imagine a very pregnant Mary and Joseph fleeing prosecution on foot, afraid that their donkey would be tracked from the sky. Imagine them arriving in Connecticut, believing that they have finally found safety, only to discover that fear follows them into every decision they make. Imagine Mary, afraid to enter a hospital, worried that seeking care could expose her family to immigration enforcement. She avoids treatment, carries her pregnancy alone, and gives birth outside the medical setting, rather than being seen. No child in Connecticut should have to enter the world that way. Imagine Mary and Joseph witnessing a violent assault in their neighborhood. They want to help, they want justice, but fear stops them. Fear that coming forward could lead to separation from their child. Silence replaces trust. Now imagine Jesus growing up in that environment. He is bright, curious, and eager to belong. Yet he withdraws. He avoids school events, youth programs, even church, because places meant to offer safety now feel dangerous. When a child is afraid to enter school, a clinic, or a faith community, something has gone wrong, terribly wrong. We see these consequences every day in chronic absenteeism, anxiety, and trauma. This cannot happen when children are in survival mode. Together, these bills align with Connecticut's enforcement practices and with its values and its Christian obligations. No child, no Jesus born today should be left behind. I cut my testimony a little short because I would like to address the xenophobic rhetoric that's going around in this room talking about murderers, rapists. This bill is only addressing civil warrants. It does not limit warrants signed by a judge, which are required under the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. If they come with a signed legal warrant from the judge for some criminal act, whatever that act may be, they should be able to enforce it and use very good judgment in enforcing that. But to put that rhetoric up to throw out rapists, you're counting on a xenophobic rhetoric to scare people into coming onto your side because you have a weak argument. Thank you.
Thank you. Comment, question from members of the committee. Comment, question from members of the committee. There are none. Thank you for joining us.